breath is gone. Do you remember days were short round here? Everything happened far too fast for me. All I see is beautiful ages and remains. You and I seeking for faces that won't go away. Are you gonna see me when my last breath is gone? All of our lives are ahead of us. Till then, all I see is beautiful ages and remains. You and I seeking for faces that won't go away. Be my home, 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 be my home. I look through my window, hot sunburn, a hole in the sky, wondering when we realize that we're gonna fry. I can't drink the water. I don't know if I should even try. No one seems to bother. Why should I? I make it complicated. It makes you smile. We try so hard to break it. Don't look for the light to fade in. Just let it die. The oceans are boiling. We blow everything to smithereens. Jesus wrote on the water. Why can't we? I make it complicated. It
morning, everyone. Welcome to the UnKnown Show with Kra-Z Wren-A. I wanted to say, have you ever felt at one time, have you ever felt lost and alone, and not a fear, but just lost and alone, and there was no human being on earth that could fix that feeling? That's not the right word I was going to say. There's no human being on earth that could blanket that feeling and comfort that feeling for you. As if you've always wondered why, what's the feeling that you're missing? What's the feeling that you can't get from any other human being? No matter, and you think it's love or whatever, kindness, love, a hug, a kiss. It's nothing, none of the above. None of these can provide you with the special feeling that you can't get from any other human being. What is this feeling that's missing? Who can give you this feeling? It's only God. And for those of you that do not believe in God, well, that's okay. You don't, you have your, your own deals, your own thoughts, your, if you want to believe or not to believe, it doesn't matter to me. That's up to you and God, not me. But I'm just talking to the people that do have a feeling for the Lord and love the Lord. And when you really truly find out that you really truly love the Lord, that's how you feel that. That first song I played by Wink Sound, they, even their music, it brought you down to that feeling, that lost and lonely feeling that you sometimes feel in a relationship, and you think it's a relationship that's not providing it to you, but it's not that. The relationship with anybody can't provide that to you. It's something that's missing, something that we're all missing, something that we all need and can't get, not on this planet, not from the people. It's only from God. That's why we're missing it, because we're missing Him, because He's not here. So you're feeling that missing, like you're lost, like a child in the woods, and basically you are. So that's how I wanted to start my show out this morning. This is Sunday, September 8th, 2013. I welcome you to the show. Hope I didn't scare any of you devil worshippers away, but I hate to talk about you guys like that. Doesn't mean, if you're non-believers, it doesn't mean you're a devil worshipper. Okay, I'm not placing any names on anybody. I'm just, saying that jokingly wise, okay? If you're a non-believer, you're a non-believer. That has nothing to do with devil worshiping. That's a whole other story right there. Really not going to get into that one. I'll let the preacher do that. He likes to do that stuff. He can do it. That's his job. I'm not a minister, nor that I claim to be a minister. And usually you don't see too many women ministers, because I think in the Bible it says something about women can't be ministers. It's not right. It's not a right thing to do. If a woman wants to be a minister, well, it's not the right thing to do. She could be a nun or something maybe, but a minister, no, it doesn't really fall right. Especially if you read the Bible. I think I read that in there. Really, I'm sure I did. I'll have to ask the minister about that one. But anyway, I'm not a follower of any church. Churches have been rudely taken over by the governments, and I don't really follow those places. I don't know, unless it's a church that hasn't been taken over, but those are really hard to find, If your minister is that when he gets in his car out back after the service, and he also has a pretty heavy duty collection plate, and he gets out and he goes out the back door after his service and gets in a big fancy car like a Cadillac or whatever, a Mercedes or something, then you're in the wrong church, okay? You're in the wrong church. God doesn't want money. So any minister that tells you that God needs money is full of himself. I think he's lost. It doesn't work that way. God does not want our money. All he wants from us is our love. Oh, that's it. So that's all I'm going to say about that. And I'm just going to move on to the next song and pick another subject for today. This is Sunday, though, and some people like to hear this on Sunday, and this is what was on my mind, I'm a Christian. I'm not weirded out. I mean, by the book. Everything's by the book. I mean, I do try to do my 10 Commandments. But everything else in the book, I don't live like I lived 2,000 years ago. I